we've come through Ruski Lock. We're heading south, and we've kind of timed things a little bit bad because we're going to arrive down at Terminbury a little bit too soon. So we're going on a little diversion. We're going through
another secret lake. Harry has loads of these secret lakes.
There's a little gap in the reeds that I haven't gone through in about 15 or 16 years, and I hope there's still enough water there. You'll see in a few minutes if there is.
All we have for company in here is 3 swans.
Yeah, so that's a little lake. It's just off Loch Forbes, and it's not in the channel, but we were using the depth sounder there, and we'd about 7.5 feet most of the time. Went down to 4 feet just as you go through the reeds there. But the river,
it was lovely actually, yeah.
The river's quite high at the moment, and but it's just a lovely little spot. It's just one of those.
I'm trying to look for markers spots here now, because it's a long time since we were down this way actually.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a while. Just a few short miles north of Terminbury, the River Shannon is joined by the Camlin River. This is a small, narrow, winding river that is navigable with caution. We had a bit of time to kill while we were waiting for the lockkeeper in Terminbury to complete his lunch break, so we pulled in here, tied onto a tree to relax for half an hour. Killing time waiting on the lock chamber at Terminbury, so we just swung into the top of the Camlin River, and we've tied onto a tree, and we just probably get a cup of tea and chill out and relax here for a moment. It's just so peaceful, quiet. So you might make out over there, you can see a little red marker. You might be able to see it. That's where the Camlin meets the Shannon.
I'd say about 15, 16 years ago, more. We were here with 3 or 4 of the boats, and we had a barbecue on that little island there. And all the children were playing out, and we lit a bonfire and we sat around.
And do you remember what the kids were playing?
They were jumping on the back of...
No, they were playing cow tipping.
Cow tipping, oh sorry, beg your pardon.
You have to explain what cow tipping is now.
Is this when a cow is asleep?
Yeah, he sleeps standing up.
Yeah, and they push him.
You sneak up, and the gang is sneak up and just go 1, 2, 3 and try and push him over, and then he wakes up irate and chases you. I don't think it actually works.
I don't think so. No,
I think it's more of a myth. We picked up a lot of leaves along the way, so we picked up a lot of leaves off that tree, didn't we? So this is us coming back out onto the River Shannon now again, and let's give it a little bit more throttle. So the Camlin is a funny kind of river. As it approaches the River Shannon, it splits into two. So the Camlin actually enters the River Shannon at two different places. This is the more northerly of the two junctions. And then as we head downriver here, we'll go through the loch at Terminbury, and then we'll find another entrance from the Camlin River. There was a time when these stone markers were much more common on the River Shannon than they are today. A lot of them have been washed away. But at this spot, just north of Terminbury, there's still quite a few of them. There's also quite a run in the river here. It seems to drop quite a bit, and you get a good current along here. And you have to be kind of mindful then when you get down to the bridge at the end, because it can be difficult to stop.
The saying in Ireland is if the cows are standing up, we're going to have rain. If the cows are sitting down, it is raining.
You might be able to see there the flow there is in the water here. That's kind of unusual on the Shannon, really. You don't normally get a strong current here, but we've had a lot of rain recently. So, as we were saying, there's a good flow in the river when you approach Terminbury from the northern end of the river, and there's also a bridge that has to be lifted when you get there. So those two factors together can and have caused a few accidents.
I think there was an accident here the other day with one of the Emerald Star Line boats. That way to the bridge. Let's hope it doesn't happen to us.
There is a waiting jetty there, but it's really only big enough to hold two boats, and it's hopelessly inadequate. So what we plan to do is just above the bridge, there's a little spot where you can, little small bit of an opening, not a lake, but a wide stretch of the river. And we're just going to circle around up there, or we'll hold the boat nosed into the river there until we can see action down to the bridge, because we know there's boats gone down ahead of us. So hopefully the bridge keeper will be on his way or whatever. Hopefully he might even be there.
He might be there, yeah.
And we won't have to hang around for too long to get the bridge lifted. Such is the plan. Not open, no? And then when we get under the Lifton Bridge, we'll go down through the loch in Terminbury, and then we're going to head back in that other exit of the Camlin River.
Well, it's another entrance.
It is, yeah. Well, it's a southerly. It's where the Camlin River joins the Shannon, but it's southerly point, because it has 2 points where it joins the Shannon. And we'll go in there a short distance, then we'll head into Canal up through another loch. We'll cross the Camlin again, and we'll go into another loch, and from there we go up into the Royal Canal, into Richmond Harbour.
I'm looking forward to that actually, because it's a long time since we were in Richmond Harbour as well.
Yeah, it's a good old spot. It is. So that's all coming. So we're just above the bridge, and we're here in the middle of the river, and we're just nosed into the current and just trying to more or less hold water here. And what we're waiting for is to see the barriers up there on the bridge coming down, and that'll be our opportunity to swing about and head underneath the bridge.
Now, so we're coming up to the southern end of the Camlin River, and you can see the two markers here. It's a very narrow channel. We've a lone fisherman up here. I'm going to knock it off now just before we come up to this man. I don't really want him to think we're spying on him.
The river comes out here just on our right hand side. It is actually navigable for a short distance up there.
Is it?
Yeah, you can actually go up a little bit up there. But where we're going to go now is we're going to take the left hand fork here, which is Canal.
I'm just going to go up here.
Yeah.
Maybe we will.
Hell, we will.
Oh, will we?
We will, look at that.
Wow.
Head down here.
Wow. We had rubbing off the top. Our neighbours had no interest in us at all. They didn't even look. Too busy eating grass. So guys, that's it for this episode. Thanks very much for subscribing if you have subscribed, and if you can, please give the channel a thumbs up. That all helps to promote the channel with the YouTube algorithms.
Alright, until the next time, cheerio for now.
Subscribing to the Driftwood Boat Blog is absolutely free. All you do is you go to YouTube, in the search bar, type in Driftwood Boat Blog. And up the top there you'll see the Driftwood Boat Blog logo. Just click on that, and that brings you to our channel and to over 100 videos. You click the subscribe button, click the bell, tick all. You'll get a notification every time we bring out a new video, and you'll also be helping the channel. Thanks for subscribing.